Welcome back to another fantastic property tour, Rankin family. Today, we are located in Lucas, Texas, looking at another gorgeous luxury home. And as always, I want to give a huge thank you to the listing agent, Melissa Ford, for making this tour possible. Also, the builder, Homes by J. Anthony, and I'll make sure to leave all of the information in the description below. Now, starting on the exterior, family, we have a grand estate, and I'm so excited to tour this one together. You have the limestone along with the stucco. You are going to have a casita. You'll see that a little bit later on as well. Now, as we continue, look at the grandness. Absolutely stunning. You have plenty of space on the front facing exterior. You see you have a covered front porch. It even extends over here to the left. You have a couple sitting areas where you can hang out here, relax, and enjoy the weather. So we'll start right here. You see the abundance of space, family. Really just sets the tone before you walk in. Oftentimes it's usually the covered front porch, but in this instance, it's all the additional sitting area. Lushly landscaped, as you can see, plenty of parking available. This is acting as a model home, but it is for sale for $8.4 million at the time of this recording. As we do continue, you have these massive light fixtures as well. Look at the height, and then I'll continue right around here. Look at this. Absolutely exquisite. So you do have LED lighting surrounding the entire property. So it is well lit at night. So you can always appreciate that. And then we'll go ahead and continue so you can see the covered portion on this side. Look at this. The abundance of windows. You have the grids inside, and then you have this massive front door with the glass pane. But without further ado, let's go ahead and get you inside. Okay, so I'll let you take this all in. Stunning. So right when you walk in, family, you have the inlaid tile with the white oak floors. You have 20-foot ceilings with the floating design. You see the cove lighting as well. So again, sets that tone as soon as you walk in. And then as always, I'll show you the front door from the inside. Beautiful. So I'll turn your attention right around here. Look at the geometric accent wall. You have your built-ins right over here. So this room is versatile as well. So some folks may use it as a study or maybe a formal living. The possibilities are endless. You have the floor to ceiling windows with the grids inside. You have an additional storage closet as well. So that's always a nice touch. Okay, now look at the width, and then let's continue to the great room. So I'll do a full pan and we'll talk about the materials. Incredible. So I'll pan you upwards again. You see the floating ceiling, the 3-tier chandelier as well. Oftentimes you see the 2-tier, so I'm glad they pushed the boundaries. You have the massive floor to ceiling windows bringing in a ton of natural light. Look at the floor to ceiling fireplace around. Really neat. I know a lot of folks love when they continue it to the ceiling. It just creates that statement, and especially in a property of this magnitude, you'd certainly want that. Now, as we do continue, right over here to the kitchen, you have this open concept dining area. You also have a formal, we'll get to that momentarily, but look at the kitchen. You have the inset style cabinets. Look at the natural stone countertops as well. You have plenty of storage, even surrounding the island. Gigantic pendant lights. Now, you do have a sink in the island, but then you also have an additional sink overlooking the backyard oasis. So I know a lot of folks talk about that as well, and I know you can appreciate that. Now, look at the sleek vent hood. You see the stacked cabinets. You do have the champagne bronze pot filler, and look at the natural stone. So you have Thermador appliances. You see the matte black fixtures. I'll show you the storage that you get. You see your Thermador wine fridge. You can fit 60 bottles in there plus. And all the custom cabinetry. So is this the perfect kitchen for you? I think it may be. Now you have a ton of storage as well. I'll open up the refrigerator so you can see. Look at that, fully stocked. So you can stop by and grab you a cold one. So the cool thing is, Homes by J. Anthony, this is the second time we've seen them on this channel. Plenty of awards. You can check out their portfolio and you will not be disappointed. Now, look at the massive sink here. You have a quick access door leading you to the backyard oasis. We'll get to that towards the end of the tour. And then you can open up these windows and have a breath of fresh air. Now, as we turn the corner, you are going to have the prep kitchen. Look at this, fully loaded. You see the quartz countertops. You have your coffee system. So this is fully functional. You even have your cabinet crowns. You even have a stainless steel thermador vent hood as well. And look at all the open shelving. So a ton of space to work with. Now, before we do continue on this wing of the house, I want to show you right around this corner so you can see. Now, the white oak floor continues this way. You have the herringbone pattern right over here. But I'm going to turn your attention straight back here, family. So look how open and spacious this game room is. We'll get to the basement momentarily. You have the vaulted ceilings with the exposed beams. You have a wet bar over there, a window bench overlooking the pool, and a ton of room to entertain. You see the staircase lighting. You come up here, you got a nice little loft area too. And then look at the wet bar. You got your beverage fridge. You see the quartz countertops with the white veins, stacked cabinets, glass panes in the cabinet fronts too. And then that chevron pattern backsplash. Lovely. And the cool thing is you don't have to continue to go throughout the house to make it to the door to get outside. You have doors in each one of the rooms. Got your storage closet right here. You see the network cabinet. Okay, so look at this, family. Wow. So I'll pan you upwards. You see the 20-foot ceilings, massive pendant lights right above your island here. You can spend a ton of time over here. The perfect man cave. Now, you see the waterfall edge. You even have this trough section where you can go ahead and fit some wine bottles in there. There's no ice in there right now, but you could put the ice in there. That's just an illusion or, material to make it look like that. Now, you head right over here. You see the natural stone accent wall. Perfect to hang out. And trust me, there's a lot more around the corner too. Beautiful. And look how elegant the glass railing is. Incredible. So we'll continue around this corner. Look at this, almost like a sanctuary. Perfect to get away and relax. Look at the fully functional movie theater, even the accents on the ceiling and the walls too. You have that plush carpeting, the theater seats, and perfect to relax and watch your favorite movie. You got your powder bath on this side. You got that elegant pendant light. Look at the accent wall. And then you have a pocket door too. And then if that's not enough, you go ahead and head right back out here. It's like that speakeasy. The cove lighting, the accent in the ceiling. I tell you what, they push the boundaries on this one. Lovely. And then you do have that storage closet too. So please let me know your thoughts in the comments. Gosh, we are just getting started. And I can't wait to show you the rest of the property. Now, this one's located in Lucas, right next to Allen. Gosh, you're only about less than 10 minutes away from the freeway. So you have quick access in and out. So depending on where you work, if you work from home, you don't have to worry about it. But if you do work, elsewhere, maybe downtown or something like that, you can get there about 45 minutes without traffic. Okay, so heading right here to your additional powder bath. See the quartz countertops, the white oak right there, champagne bronze. Look at the elegant sconce and that beautiful backsplash. Okay, so this is our first bedroom. That is a king size bed, your 2 nightstands. You see how much room you still have. You even have the modern chandelier right there. All of the bedrooms have en suites, which I know you can appreciate. You see that shower tub combo with the sliding glass door, the gold accents, even right here. And look at the way the white oak cabinetry really complements that gold. I feel like we're going to start seeing that a lot more once we head to 2026. You know, we're starting to see it often too. And then also the best thing is, look at that. You got your laundry chute. So no need to walk that all the way down. You have convenience. And as you head down this hallway, look at the floor to ceiling windows too. So a ton of light entering inside of the property, which I know you can certainly enjoy. Got your coat closet here. Now make sure you stay tuned. I want you to see that primary retreat. Trust me, you don't want to miss it. You have some additional storage right over here. Now this is our second bedroom. So a generous amount of space. You see that you have that recessed area too. So depending on if you got your kiddos in here, that'll be the perfect place for a desk. And they can overlook the yard. Look at this. Beautiful vanity. Look at the way the material complements even the doors, the trim, the glass panes, that walk-in shower with the matte black shower head. An additional laundry chute. Third bedroom here. And remember, you do have that guest house too. So I can't wait to show you that. Now, in here, you do have the queen size bed, your 2 nightstands. Look at the sitting area. Oftentimes, this is the size of primary bedrooms, right? So I love that it is a guest suite. And you know, we talk about that quite often as far as an entertainer's dream, right? But whenever you really see this one, especially in person, sometimes I talk about this often as well, the video doesn't do it justice, but when you're in here, you feel it. You can feel the layout firsthand. You really can see what a masterpiece this is. Incredible. And then you'll notice the quartz in there as well. Okay, so we've already covered a ton, family, and we still have a lot more to go. So we'll come right back out here. So this will be walking in to the left. You have your additional powder bath. Look at the vanity, the custom white oak flat panel cabinets, even the gold mirror frame and sconces, that tile accent wall complementing the colors. So look at the huge formal dining. Once I pan you up, look at the pendant lights, the floating ceiling with cove lighting, floor to ceiling windows with the grids that's overlooking the front porch. And then you have the floating wine rack right there too. So an abundance of space, you just walk a couple of steps and you are right there in the kitchen. Not to mention you have the onyx backlit wall right over there too. So that really illuminates the wine bottles and definitely sets the tone. So now as we do continue, right over here. So remember, we've seen the prep kitchen, but it extends back this way. You have that little door right there leading you to additional shelving. All right, so next you got your additional guest suite with the ensuite. You have that quick access door leading you to the covered section and the uncovered section. So since it is a model home, you'll notice they are operating off of or at least out of some of these bedrooms. So just keep that in mind as we tour the property. You got your walk-in shower. You even have that little bench. Look at the vanity. Incredible. I want to also draw your attention to the tall baseboards. Now, I can't wait for you to see this. Look at this sanctuary. Just even the entrance. Look at the tiling here. Absolutely stunning. So I'm going to show you right here first, and then we'll continue that way. So you have a fully functional exercise room here. Look at these sides. And already got your mirrors inside of there. Perfect for your Stairmaster, your treadmill, all of that. Now, as we do continue, look at the French doors leading you straight here to the primary retreat. You have a quick access door right there to the right, floor to ceiling windows. Again, you notice that theme throughout the property. Elegant chandelier, floating ceiling, and cove lighting. Tell me that's not incredible. That's a king size bed. You have your two massive nightstands. A ton of light enters in the property. Quite frankly, you don't even need to have the lights on to have the abundance of natural light entering. And look at this spa retreat. Okay, so you have your his and hers sinks. Look at the white oak cabinetry again that extends here. Your sconces. Look at this, your infinity edge bathtub. You see the rock feature surrounding it too. A massive window overlooking the yard. Even look at the way the slat wall panel too that continues up to the ceiling. So really it is an experience. You see your additional vanity right there. You have a cosmetic area too. Beautiful light fixture hanging down. And I'll turn your attention right behind me to the walk-in shower. The amount of steam this will produce is incredible. Look at the accent lighting right there. You have two shower benches in here. So if you want to have a great conversation and you're taking a bath, so you're killing two birds with one stone, you can do that. Lovely. And then you have some under cabinet lighting as well. You got your water closet on this side. Look at the white oak that extends this way. You got another water closet too. Two of everything. Love it. That'll lead you right back out there to the exercise room that we had seen. I'm going to show you right here to the right first, and then we'll look at the closet. So you have a dog spa. Look at this. Perfect for your furry friends. You see that quick access door too. And just a ton of room. That's the perfect retreat for them. So now inside of the closet, look at the abundance of shelving. You have the closet island as well. You have stairs, but underneath the staircase, you have plenty of storage as well. So ladies, I think this may be your dream. Wait till we get to the second level too. You see the glass panes right here showcasing all of the accessories. You have plenty of mirrors as well, so you don't have to worry about the tag being on the clothes still, right? As we continue up the staircase, look at the cove lighting illuminating this. And look how incredible this is. So one of the biggest closets we have seen on this channel, and I'm all here for it. Plenty of shelving. You see your drawers ready to go. Even the fixtures, look at that. Absolutely exquisite. So if this doesn't fit your wardrobe, I don't really know what will, right? Maybe we need to do a purge on the clothes, but I'm telling you, this definitely can fit it. Now we'll continue to the laundry room. You only need to walk a couple of steps. Again, you have a pocket door. Look at this massive sink right here. Looks like an industrial sized sink. Even the gray shaker style cabinets with the chrome hardware. And then you have my favorite, which is that folding counter. Perfect. And then you head right back out here, and this is going to head to your mudroom. Remember, they're operating out of this one, so a lot of these spaces, you know, they would be the garages or things like that. So just keep that in mind too. And then you can head up there, but folks are occupying it. And remember, this is where we had just come from, which is the primary suite. And this will bring you right back out. So a grand estate, and honestly, that is an understatement. Hopefully you love this one just as much as I did. Now come in right back here, family. If you're tired of being indoors, you head right back out here and have a great time. You see the outdoor fireplace. You have plenty of space for indoor, outdoor living. You have a massive pool. And look, it even extends right over here to the left. Look at this. So remember, you can open up these windows right over here, serve your drinks to your guests. And then of course, if you want to do some cooking, you have your outdoor grill too. Awesome. Now we'll go ahead and continue. You have your sunken area as well, so perfect to hang out. If you didn't want to get in the pool, but you still want to enjoy the beautiful outdoors, you can always do that too. You have your spa and pool. Look how massive that is. And then you have your elevated section on this side. And look, remember right there where the game room is, you had that bar area, so you can serve drinks out of there too. Even look at these stacked stone. Impressive. So we definitely covered a lot. Straight ahead, there's some folks operating out of those, but they have 2 additional bedrooms inside of there. And I want you to see the main area where the living area is and the kitchen. But look at this. You know, you have the additional sitting area too. You see the turf back here, so easily maintained. And then you have additional yard. You have the iron fence surrounding the entire property. Absolutely impressive. Okay, so last but certainly not least, we'll take a look at the guest suite. Now, you can open up these sliders right over here and have indoor outdoor living. As I continue, look at the vaulted ceilings and the exposed beams. You have that linear fireplace. You notice that wood slat floor to ceiling fireplace around, even the glass pane inside of the cabinet fronts. You have quartz counters, so look at the neutral color palette that you have. You even have on the island the additional cabinetry. So you have shaker style. You even have a full pantry. The sink overlooking the side yard. You even have a vent hood. Look at the Bosch appliances too. So your guests would absolutely love this. They may stay a little bit longer than anticipated, right? And then the 2 additional bedrooms, they are being occupied are on both sides. But other than that, family, that was another beautiful luxury home tour. All right, Rankin family, that was it for this beautiful model home by Homes by J. Anthony right here in Lucas, Texas. Let me know in the comments what you thought about this particular home. Is this something you could see yourself living in? Would you make any changes? If so, let me know in the comments below. Of course, if you want more information about this home or any home we showcase, reach out to the information in the description. Consider hitting that subscribe button so you don't miss a tour every single week. And I'll see you folks on the next property tour.